3.7 million years ago, before fire and weapons, early humans faced death every sunrise. In the African plains, predators ruled the night, but one act of unexpected bravery changed everything. This is the untold story of how our ancestors learned the meaning of courage, unity, and survival. The sun slowly rises over the African plains 3.7 million years ago, painting the golden grass in a soft glow. A small group of Australopithecus afarensis awakens beneath tall acacia trees, their breaths visible in the cool morning air. Life is harsh and uncertain, every sound could mean danger. Among them, a young female named Nara holds her infant close, her eyes scanning the distant horizon. Her mate, Kelo, gathers fruits and roots, his every movement cautious, alert. The air is alive with tension, the chirping of birds suddenly stops, replaced by an eerie silence. From the tall grass, a pair of glowing eyes emerges. A saber-toothed cat, massive, silent, and hungry, has been watching them. The tribe freezes, their instincts screaming to flee, yet their bodies rooted by fear. Kelo locks eyes with the beast, his heart pounds. He gestures for the others to stay behind him, whispering soft warning calls. The predator moves closer, muscles rippling beneath its golden fur, ready to strike. The early humans huddle together, trembling, yet unwilling to abandon one another. In this fragile moment, something extraordinary happens, they begin to move as one. Their fear binds them, their hearts beat in sync, and their eyes burn with a shared will to survive. This is not just another morning on the plains, it is the dawn of courage, the moment when humans first chose to stand together against the wild. The peaceful silence of the plains shatters in an instant. With a roar that shakes the air, the saber-toothed cat leaps from the tall grass, its enormous fangs flashing in the morning light. Panic erupts among the group. Screams echo as the early humans scatter, their bare feet thudding against the hard earth. Nara clutches her infant, stumbling through the underbrush as the predator charges closer. Her breath comes in gasps, heart pounding like thunder in her chest. She falls, the baby crying in her arms, and turns just in time to see the beast lunging. At that moment, Kelo's instincts overpower his fear. He grabs a thick fallen branch, raises it high, and charges with a raw, echoing cry that pierces the chaos. His voice is joined by others, the tribe, emboldened by his courage, they throw stones, wave branches, and scream together, their primitive voices uniting into something fierce and defiant. The saber-tooth, startled by the sudden wall of sound and movement, halts its attack, snarling in confusion. For the first time, the prey refuses to run. The cat swipes at the air, growls, and finally retreats into the grass, disappearing as suddenly as it came. Silence falls again, heavy and trembling. Nara looks up at Kelo, his chest heaving, his eyes wide with adrenaline. He reaches for him, tears mixing with dust. Around them, the others gather, breathing hard, realizing what just happened. They fought the impossible, and survived together. Night falls over the endless plains, wrapping the small tribe in darkness and fear once again. The stars shimmer above, cold and distant, while the sounds of prowling predators echo through the wind. Kelo sits near the group, his leg torn and bleeding from the saber-tooth's claws. Every movement sends waves of pain through his body, but he stays silent, watching the shadows. The others gather close, their eyes wide and glimmering in the faint moonlight. Nara kneels beside him, gently pressing leaves and mud onto his wound, trying to stop the bleeding. Her infant whimpers quietly, sensing the tension in the air. The smell of blood lingers, dangerous, calling unseen hunters closer. A few of the tribe members whisper nervously, torn between staying to protect Kelo or fleeing to save themselves. Yet no one leaves. One brings him water from a nearby puddle, another places fruit beside him. Slowly, a circle forms, bodies press together, sharing warmth and breath. For the first time, they choose compassion over fear. Kelo leans against Nara, their hands touching, a silent promise of survival. Around them, the wind howls and the night deepens, but within their circle, a fragile peace forms, the beginning of trust, of care, of something deeply human. As the fireless night stretches on, their unity becomes their shelter. Even in the darkness, they understand, strength alone cannot save them, only together can they face the world's endless dangers. Days pass, and the wounds begin to heal, not just Kelo's leg, but the tribe's spirit. The fear that once ruled them starts to fade, replaced by a quiet understanding. They begin to move together as one, their instincts evolving into cooperation. When one gathers fruit, another watches for danger. When the young grow tired, the strong carry them. Nara notices how their voices change, no longer just cries of fear, but calls of warning, comfort, and even gentle laughter. It is the birth of communication, the earliest form of language, shaped by survival and care. Kelo limps as he walks, his scar a mark of courage. The others follow his lead, learning from his bravery. They discover that working together allows them to chase smaller predators away, to protect their food, to find safety in numbers. Each sunrise brings new challenges, but they face them as a single unit, no longer scattered prey but a growing family. The plains that once seemed endless and hostile now echo with their unity, their footsteps, their voices, their strength. For the first time, they are not just surviving, they are living. The tribe's eyes carry new light, the spark of something no other creature possesses, awareness. Together, they have found more than safety. They have found belonging, purpose, and the first true power of humanity, the power to stand as one. Morning breaks softly over the ancient plains, painting the horizon with hues of gold and amber. The tribe moves carefully across the damp volcanic ash, the ground still warm from distant eruptions. Nara walks beside Kelo, their child clinging to her side, while the others follow in a quiet line. Each step leaves a deep imprint in the soft earth, the footprints of survival, courage, and love. They do not know that these prints will one day be discovered by future humans, frozen in time, telling their story to the world. As they walk, the wind carries the smell of new life, rain, grass, and distant herds. The danger remains, but something inside them has changed forever. They have learned to protect, to share, to fight for each other. The tribe pauses at a ridge, looking over the vast land that stretches endlessly before them. The sky seems wider, the world somehow less terrifying. Kelo places his hand on Nara's shoulder, his eyes soft but strong. Their child giggles, unaware of the history being written beneath tiny feet. As they continue their journey, their footprints stretch far into the distance, winding through the plains like a living memory. Each print speaks of a new beginning, of a species learning what it means to care, to endure, to unite. The wind erases their tracks slowly, but their legacy remains eternal, the first humans who stood together against the wild, shaping the heart of humanity itself.